Before the Starfall, the land of the Five Kingdoms was wild, though no one in their right mind would tell you that it became better after the fact. 153 years ago, in a brilliant streak of light across the sky, a meteor burned as it fell through the heavens and impacted in a mountain range at the center of the continent. For a brief, beautiful instant, the peoples of the world were still, struck with silent awe. Then, all at once, at the furthest corners of the land, four tiny singularities erupted with a force that shook the very fabric of the material plane, and with this eruption grew four otherworldly portals. To the east, on the island of Mael, sprang forth a portal to the blessed fields of Elysium, the Plain of Serenity. From it emerged the Celestials. To the north, in the center of the Grand Hollow Steppe, a gateway to the clockwork nirvana of Mechanus, the Plane of Law, marching from it, an army of inevitables. To the west, on the island of Havala, a yawning hole into the gray wastes of Hades, the Plane of Callousness. A horde of fiends rushed forth. And to the south, hidden in the black jungle, a doorway to the ever-changing limbo, the Plane of Chaos. And swarming from it, the Slodai. And in this sudden, brief, volatile, breathtaking moment, everything changed. It has been 103 years since the founding of the Handren Empire, the singular banner to which all five kingdoms pay fealty, and 91 years since the final, bloody end of the Outsiders' War, when the freshly united nations, under the command of First Emperor Kenway Handren and his army of sentinels, and with the assistance of the Celestials and the Inevitables, finally, pushed back the fiends and the Slodai, and force them to return to their wretched planes. No one knows what caused the four portals to expand and usher forth an entire human lifetime's worth of pain, bloodshed, and war. One way or another, though, everyone will tell you. The Starfall was a harbinger of death and destruction. Today, the five kingdoms of the Empire know relative peace, each one kept safe by the Empire's sentinels, and safer still by each kingdom's own elite knighthood. The Kingdom of Retham, a land of arid deserts and grasslands surrounded by mountains, is patrolled by the Platinum Brotherhood, dragonborn soldiers blessed with the gift of flight. From the barren sands of the Carrion Expanse to the tangled roots of the Black Jungle, they strive to keep the Dragonborn, Tabaxi, Knoll, Aarakocra, and human natives safe. In a nation whose most prominent race was literally created by the gods, it is no wonder that religion seeps itself in every corner of the royal lands of Retham, the barony of Arid Sol, the barony of Burning Sands, and the Shire of Black Diamond. The beginning of our story, however, has decidedly more mundane beginnings. It is early in the morning on the 14th of Gallus, roughly the 26th of February. And already the city of Crossroad is bursting with activity. The streets are shaded with colorful banners stretched between roofs and buildings. The breeze picks up the scent of roasted and fried festival foods and carries it through the bustling marketplaces and Bedouin-style tent encampments. And the sound of music to stir the excitement of the day into a fresh fervor that cascades through the city like a flash flood. For this afternoon marks the opening ceremonies of the single most anticipated event of the kingdom, the Tourneyad. The great Colosseum towers over the bazaar, where the town guard is already hard at work turning away a continuous trickle of people trying to dip into the arena hours early in the hopes of securing a good seat. Up above, a murmuration of birds navigates around a series of grand statues, the honored heroes of the city. They twist past the Dragonborn, past the stone mane of a lion tabaxi, between the feathers of an Aarakocra, and through the horns of a tiefling before finally coming to rest upon the arm and staff of a Knollish woman, whose other arm appears to be missing. You recognize her, Kima. Not personally, of course. She's been dead for almost a century. You've never met her, but you know her name and the significance of her part in the city's story. And as you approach the back gates of the Colosseum, you can't help but cast your gaze up at her. You hear someone kind of clear their throat. Ma'am, sorry, if you are here for the attorney ad, the gates aren't open yet. You're gonna have to come back at a later time. We'll be, you can. He seems like he's very tired and like he's already told this to people like 50 bazillion times. It's like 7 a.m. and he's already had to tell people, no, you can't, like the qualifiers don't start until the afternoon. You have to come back later. I'm sorry, man. You're going to have to move along. Unless you're looking to sign up for the event. You're going to have to move along.
You're mistaken.
Okay.
I'm not here to watch. I am here to... And she will just gesture at the crossbows on her hips, like...
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, if that's your intention, that's fine. You can go over there. Do you see there's the, sort of a tent over there with some tables under it? You look over in the direction that, he's kind of pointing off to, and you can see that there's, like, some kind of... There's the main stadium, and then there's a smaller arena off on the back side. With some tables and like tents kind of set up in front of it.
Okay. And what do you think the competition's looking like so far? Like, really big people, like really beefy, smaller people, scrawny. Like, what have you noticed?
I mean, it's a little bit of everything, just kind of like it is every year. I haven't seen everybody come past. Mostly, I've been dealing with. No, the doors aren't open yet. You're gonna have to wait. Yeah, I'm serious. You've got... Just please, okay? Just, sorry. It's a little bit of everybody. It looks like, there's some, yeah, I even saw, he kind of leans in conspiratorially. He's like, I even saw some tieflings going in.
Ooh.
Yeah, it should be a little bit of everybody.
And how large are the groupings this year, would you say?
My understanding is that there are groups of, I mean, like usual, they're groups of 3 to 5.
But like on average, you think you've seen groups 3, groups of 5, any scrabblers around?
I mean, from what I've been hearing this year, it sounds like a lot of people are, it sounds like there are a few like major groups of like maybe 4 or 5 people ish. But I think most people are going in for the pickups to scout and form a group like today. So I take it you are also going to scout a group to pick up today, given that you're by yourself.
Not by myself. And she's gonna turn around and look for... hold on, I swear I have the names. Where the fuck did I put the name?
I look for Willy Wonka.
I have to actually click this. Is this the right person? Yes. Kima's gonna turn around and totally expect to see Sarab there. I don't know if Sarab's actually there.
I don't think Sarab is there because Sarab lives in Scorch Run.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if he came with to like see the...
You know, that's fair. Maybe he would have. I'm gonna roll me percentile dice. Let's find out if Sarab came with you.
Could you imagine if he's not there and you haven't picked up on it until now?
That is an 18.
18, okay. I would say, you said that with percentile dice, 18?
Yes, I believe I read that right. Say as I have not used percentile dice in a while. Hey, Tom.
18 or 81.
So it was, I did those two numbers. That's an 18, right? Yeah, 18.
18, okay. Yeah, you look behind you, and for a minute you're like, wait, what the fuck? And you don't see Sarah, but then you see, like, he's like buying, like, he's coming toward you from, like, a fried food stand. And he's, like, grabbed, like, a couple of things.
Hey, come on!
I'm coming. Look, I'm not going in there.
Well, you got that's some of my food, isn't it? Come on, I'm gonna be hungry, and I gotta, bribe some other people while I'm over there.
Okay, hang on. And he hands one of the. He's got 3 sticks in his hand, and he's like,
Kima will
he has
try
his
to take
gun with him.
2 and leave
No,
him 1.
Hey, look, he's like, don't be an asshole.
I gotta bribe people.
My
One stick's for
kid's
me, and the
here.
other stick's for whoever the fuck I find over
No,
there.
the other 1 stick's for me, 1 stick's for you, and 1 stick's for my kid.
Can't you share with your kid? The kids eat
I'm
less.
gonna punch you.
The kids eat less. They're
I'll
tiny.
buy him another one. Here, just. I can't go in there anyway, so I'll see you later.
All right.
Good luck. I'll be up in the stands somewhere. We're gonna try to hang out and see if we can get in.
Just wave a big banner with my name, or can you draw my face?
Yeah.
You could just
With
do
all
my
that
face.
spare time, all that spare cash I'm gonna have now that I'm having to buy not just you food, but also my son like a whole other stick.
You got
All
it.
that
You
spare
got
cash.
it.
Yeah. Okay. He's like slaps chicks.
She's gonna give him a big old pat on the back and like shove half of the kebab off back for him. Like, there you go, for your kid.
Thanks. So generous.
But
he's laughing.
She's
Okay,
just
come on,
laughing.
let's
She'll
go.
go up.
Okay, cool. Who does Micah see approaching the table out of the corner of his eye? Kima. What does Kima look like?
A pretty I don't want to say rough, but like kind of dusty person with hair that's been pulled back, kind of half like coily, wavy, curly. It's like multiple textures in the hair. Dark hair that's been pulled back into like a ponytail that just kind of then poofs out from the ponytail. She's got like green glitter eyeshadow that goes over and kind of like cuts across, like a, why am I blanking on it? Like wings. And then she has black like matte, not necessarily eyeshadow, that stuff that you see like football players.
Yeah.
Yeah, that black underneath that kind of goes under her eyes and points towards her nose. So like kind of opposite directions almost. And she's got a couple scars on her face, like over her lip, and some piercings. And she just kind of looks in very well-worn clothes. And you see, probably besides the glittery eyeshadow, the other most prominent thing is her feather earrings that are in red, teal, and like a green. And the red feathers specifically have like a slight glow almost to them. It's kind of hard to tell if they're just kind of like have the same shiny as the eyeshadow or what, but like definitely in the sunlight they seem to pop more.
Micah, you kind of see this person out of the corner of your eye as you've just arrived at the sign-up table. You got here yesterday. Honestly, Kima, you got here yesterday as well. Sarab, and you got a hotel. Micah, you kind of had a similar situation. You came down from Scorch Run. You got up, first thing this morning to come out here. You're not the first one at the sign-up table. There has been several other people that have come up before you. But now it is your turn, and you are kind of being waved forward to the table by this Aarakocra who resembles like an African gray parrot, and he's got like blue eyes and these big old round glasses. And he kind of waves you forward as somebody else kind of steps away. Good morning. Are you here to sign up for the tourney ad?
I am. I think Micah, like, probably has not had, like, visions about Kima, but I think Micah has, like, a very strong, like, sense of intuition. And, like, there is something where he, like, definitely looks at Kima for, like, too long and has the, like, deja vu feeling. And it's like, all right, yes. I'm here to sign up.
Very well.
What do I do?
So I'll have you sign some things first, but just like beforehand, I need to make sure that you understand a few things. Just to make, fully certain. By signing up for the tourney ad today, you are committing yourself to not only fighting in today's qualifying match, but also to participating in each of the competition's other events which take place across the kingdom. You understand this, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And you further understand that though the tourney ad is not considered a blood sport, and though the tourney ad staff does everything in its power to ultimately ensure the safety of its participants, it is still incredibly dangerous, and that participation is inherently a risk of life and limb?
absolutely savage. Yes, fine, I do understand.
Fantastic. Then I bid you welcome. My name is Chaitanya Apaza, Mr. Chaitanya. You can just call me Mr. Apaza. My apologies for the formalities. You wouldn't believe how many people try to sign up purely so that they can get a good seat ahead of time, which is not how that works. So I always have to sort of scare them off a little bit. But that's not to say that the warning isn't justified.
Fantastic.
Mr. Apaza kind of looks down and shuffles through some parchments and grabs a couple of things. As he does so, he says, and may I have your name? Pulls out a bill.
Micah Yuli.
Yuli, very well, and this is spelled, how do you spell the last name?
Yuli, I think. Or maybe with an O. Leslie forgot.
It is with an O. It's Yoli.
Micah says that. Micah
Okay,
spells it with U, and then he goes, sorry, with an O. Not for you.
Mr. Apaza kind of looks at you and is like, very well, with Yoli, with an O, okay, very well. Okay, and have you already a team, or will you be scouting one this morning?
Character, you know what's embarrassing? I have my notes open. It's right in front of me.
Oh,
Extremely valid.
this mood.
We need to find a team.
Very well. In that case, he kind of jots down a couple of things on this piece of parchment and then twists it around so that it's facing you and slides it across the table toward you and passes you a pen to sign it with. And he says, this is a waiver for the competition. This is indicating that you are participating in the competition, that you understand all the things that I mentioned to you just a moment ago, and that you are committing yourself to continuing in the competition if you succeed in qualifying this afternoon during the qualifiers.
Hooray. You sign it.
You start signing it. And there will be a couple of other things that I'll need to explain to you as well. As Mr. Apaza kind of goes to start explaining the rest of these things to you, who does Sahir see signing up for the Torniad table beside him?
Each other. I also... Micah is signing. I think what Sahir sees is Micah stops mid-signature and then just turns and gives Sahir like a weird look, and Sahir would see very tall, very willowy. I actually think we've shared heights before and we're the same height actually, so maybe not tall to Sahir. But brown skin, dark hair that is very well kept, not like perfectly gelled back, but like definitely in the way of like people will style their hair so that it's like thoughtfully messy. Purple and white sort of like robes with a bit of beading dangling from them. Definitely not like excessively fancy, but sort of like nice, right? In the way that like you can tell the difference between like a cashmere sweater versus like a sweater made out of like polyester or something, right? And really bright silver eyes and just dark circles. He looks so tired. And sort of like squints and then goes back to signing his paperwork.
You also are accompanied by someone as well.
Damn it! Yeah, and you would also see, I think maybe not at first, because she's sort of like tucked under like the folds of Micah's cloak, but then you see sort of like something shift, and move, and then a little sort of like yellowish brown head pops out of his cloak, and Micah goes, oh, dice, not right now, back in there.
Kind of peeps and burrows back in, like kind of hides behind your on your neck.
I know, sweetie.
This is the bird, for what it's worth.
Hi.
Oh, baby.
Oh.
I'm desperately pulling up Hero Forge because I just remembered that I'm gonna have to show you guys like a million fucking characters today. Also, I'm going to be showing you like a million fucking characters today, so be prepared. This is gonna be a waterfall.
Nice.
Sahir, you are standing at a desk just a few feet away from this other human man. And there is the person behind the desk that has been working with you and kind of going over the same spiel is a human in his early 20s. He stamps the waiver that you've just finished signing. And before I send you off, are you familiar with how the pickup fights work?
I have to pick up things and then I win.
Not. I mean,
No.
that's one way of thinking. Okay. Okay. So while some people show up to the tourney with a team already fully formed, it's actually more common for hopefuls to arrive without a team. Therefore, prior to the qualifiers this afternoon, we run a series of random practice matches between all of the various contestants, regardless of whether or not they have a dedicated team, in the interest of allowing you and others to sort of scout out talent and to add to your own teams, and so that everyone has an equal opportunity to sort of get a feel for each other's varied skill sets. Does that make sense?
No.
See. What can I clarify for you?
I have signed up, yes?
You have signed up. I just want to make sure that you
Good.
fully understand what you're
Do
getting
I
into.
need to register my duck as well?
Kind of looks down and you see this duck just kind of tootling and like preening himself beside. He kind of looks at the duck, looks back at you. Is the duck a person in wild shape? Or is it just a regular duck?
I don't know.
He doesn't seem to know how to process this. What? He kind of looks over at Mr. Apaza, who's next to him, and Mr. Apaza is going off and telling this other young man about some of the, some of this background information. He's like, realizes very quickly he's gonna have to make this decision on his own. It's like, I suppose if you aren't certain, then yes, just in case. It can't hurt. Yes, sure, fine. Hang on. And he like pulls out another piece of parchment and he goes through the whole process again of like, all right, what is your duck friend's name?
Marmalade?
Well, he kind of writes down some stuff. He has you go through the whole process again, just very briefly, and you can see that he's kind of written off on the side, like just a note in parentheses, like this is a duck. Don't enter it in the qualifier. As like I don't know if this is actually a person or not.
So I have a team now, yes?
Well, you will need at least 3 people on your team.
But I have
in
come
order-
with a team.
Sure.
So I have no
Sure.
hope. Perfect.
You have what?
You said I would be hopeful if I came alone, but I came with a duck.
He like fully just. Yeah, I did say that. Okay. Look. Okay. Once signups are complete,
Yeah.
here we will go ahead and begin the pickups.
Perfect.
You must return to the registration desk with your fully formed team. That's again at least 3 people.
Okay.
I would say to be safe, not including the duck, just in case it isn't a person in wild shape form. Just my recommendation to you, because otherwise you'll be at a disadvantage. You will need to enter under a team name. Your team must consist of, like I said, no fewer than 3 people and no more than 5 people. Both of those limits include yourself. If you do not return to the registration desk within the allotted time, or do not gather a group of at least 3 people, again, not including the duck, you will be disqualified for this particular year.
But okay. Sure.
Okay.
Sure. When do I have to be here then? When do I have to make a team back?
Well, we will be beginning again. We're beginning the pickup, the scouting, in the next, I'd probably say half an hour here. Once signups are complete, and then after, you will have until an hour after pickups are done to register your team. And then you will of course need to stick around because the qualifier is tonight.
Tell
Or
you what.
this afternoon.
Could you just tell me when I need to go kill people, and that would be great.
Well, you're not going to be killing anybody, to be very
Oh,
clear.
I thought that's what the waiver was for.
No, the waiver. Okay, I'm. Okay,
What am I? What are we killing then? Is
the
it?
exact nature of the
Mhm.
of each of the Turniaz challenges is a closely guarded secret to prevent cheating or forewarning.
So it could be people.
It could be people. However, if it is people, you will not be killing them. You will just be fighting until they say yield.
But now you have given me information about the fight, and now I am cheating.
I'm saying that if that ends up being the case, that is
Okay, I understand.
not
I understand.
good.
I have to
You
find
want-
people to fight with.
Right.
Yes.
You have to find a team to fight with, and there might be different challenges. It could be puzzles, it could be fighting things, it could be fighting people, it could be fighting a monster, it could be there's different things. The main rule, though, the biggest thing I need to make sure you understand this, sir, is
Okay.
that if there are people that you are fighting, don't kill them.
Okay, I can probably do that.
Okay, it's not
I will
right.
find a team that does not kill people. Excuse me, sir with bird.
Yeah.
Have you ever killed anyone before?
Decidedly not.
Perfect. You want to be on the team.
I would love that.
I have found a teammate. Now we just need
Very well. You can head on inside.
2 to 3 more.
Yeah, you go. Yeah.
Inside. Oh.
Okay. You can head on inside. After all the teams have been formed, you will be assigned a liaison and a healer who you will temporarily share with another team for the duration of the qualifying matches. Showed your team. He's like trying to get through it as fast as he can now because he's like, this guy is insane. And I don't know how to. I want to get out of here as fast as I can, but I also am bound legally to tell him all of this stuff. Should your team successfully qualify this afternoon, your team will be assigned its own exclusive liaison and healer who will accompany you throughout the entirety of the competition. All of the teams that qualify will be asked to attend a mixer this evening to celebrate your success at the opening after the opening ceremonies of the tourney. Should you qualify?
Mixer.
Is a mixer like an orgy?
I think it's sort of like a fete.
It's
Like
Like a fat?
fete.
it's
Fete. A little celebration.
What is that
tapas.
word? That word is not a word.
It is a party. It's a party.
Orgies are parties too. You have not yet answered my question.
It is not intended to be an orgy.
good.
I can attest that
Go ahead.
sometimes things happen, but it is not intended to be an orgy.
Good.
Welcome to the Tourneyad, Mr. Sakir. You can head back around that way through the gates and have a seat wherever you'd like in the bleachers. If you have any further questions between now and pickup fights, you can ask anyone wearing the Tourneyad crest. He kind of points at this little thing on his shirt. For what it's worth, the Tourneyad crest is a triangle composed of 3 stylized arms, each clutching the wrist of the other. One of the arms is scaled, one of them is furry, and the third is smooth. And there is a shooting star, the Starfall meteor, streaking behind them.
Okay.
Mr. Headman.
Sears gonna pick up Marmalade and head in.
Okay, sounds good. Marmalade kind of waddles along with you, just very quickly. Who does
I don't
June
say
walk-
anything to her, but I do give Kima like a long stare, and then we leave and go in.
Kima just chewing the kebab, watching like.
This is Sahir, who does June see walking into the practice arena?
A tall-ish man who has is entirely covered in orange and yellow and brown cloths and drapes that look like they have been used for traveling gear and garments and collected over the course of a long time traveling. They were probably not brown and yellow and orange, but have long since become stained just from getting wet and like clay stained and all the rest of that. There's a splattering of kind of like drying gray mud around his boots, and his face is entirely covered except for an eye. and the other one you can kind of see peeking out, but it's mostly one eye is clearer, and that eye is yellowy. And Sahir has a walking stick as well, with a couple of odd trinkets tied to it, and is also holding under one arm a red-crested duck that is quacking upsettedly.
Marmalade is like actively struggling, like let me out. June, you weren't the first person to sign up, but you were one of the first people to sign up. You got here early. You have been just for the past maybe 20 minutes, sort of sitting by yourself in the bleachers, sort of cataloging all of the different faces that you see. All told, there are about 30 people gathered and more coming in as you kind of sit and watch. Before I kind of get into the stuff that June sees, how's June feeling right now, do you think? What is the air that sort of June is giving off?
I think June at the moment has an air of like nervous excitement, but he's trying to keep it on the down low. And he has I think he has in his lap clothing that he has to repair because he might as well do it now. And he's watching this and then also looking down to Stitch and then looking up to watch this and then looking down to Stitch and then poking him his finger and bleeding a little bit and being like, ah, man.
You are kind of doing this, and mostly the people around you are being fairly quiet. They're there's this kind of low chatter amongst the other people that are taking seats in the stadium. The loudest thing that's going on right now is this duck that's losing its absolute shit as it's being like pulled into the arena and up into one of the bleachers by this man that's heavily covered. Beyond that, you see to your left is a small pack of gnolls that seem to be sort of regarding everybody else with criticism and are sort of murmuring to each other. To your right, there is a veritable throng of Dragonborn surrounding the most peculiar member of the Dragonborn race you have ever seen in your life, because she appears to be piebald. She has sort of white markings, and red markings and black markings, and she has heterochromia. So one of her eyes is blue and the other one is green. This doesn't happen. Like, that's not a thing. Like, you've never seen a Dragonborn that looks like that before. And clearly, she must be some kind of big deal, because all the Dragonborn that are here are like surrounding her and chatting with her. You see a pair of Aarakocra are kind of chatting with a Crocodilian Kadali across the way from you. There's a smattering of other individuals scattered throughout the bleachers. There's a handful of humans. There's a group of Tabaxi. There's one of which appears to be sort of sitting quietly by himself. Everyone except for that final Tabaxi appears to be giving a wide berth and a fair amount of scornful glances to a group of tieflings that are all kind of huddled together in the shade provided by one of the struts. You kind of looking in their direction, even just as a glance, you kind of analyze and you can see they all have scars in their throats that make it very clear that they have each previously worn a collar. And as you're kind of sitting there, is there anybody that do you think you're like keeping to yourself mostly? Do you think you're like trying to linger near anybody to like listen in or talk to anybody or anything?
I want to eavesdrop on the piebald Dragonborn's conversation because that seems anything that gets the Dragonborn excited is something that's might be dangerous for me.
Sure.
And it's just going to cause a lot of weird political tension because that seems to be all that they're doing these days. So
Yeah.
I would like to listen in on that conversation.
Sure. Okay. You kind of listen, and they're relatively close. So you are you're working on fixing your garment, and you're listening in. You pick up a few things of their conversation. They're not being particularly quiet, so it's not hard to eavesdrop. From what you can pick up, it seems like a solid portion of the Dragonborn that are sitting with this piebald Dragonborn seem to be like supporters of her of some kind. They seem to be very like engaged with her. They seem to be very like emphatic and sort of talking about her in a positive sense. There is a group of, it looks like mostly metallic Dragonborn that don't seem particularly thrilled with her presence. And there is like, I wouldn't say like an argument. It's not like a knockdown, drag out fight or anything, but they are having some kind of like quiet disagreement as they're sort of, what you assume is some kind of political or philosophical debate that they're having right then and there. And I think that you would also be able to hear one of those Dragonborn, any of them in the group, would call the piebald one by the title Talon. Which you would recognize as a high priest or priestess of the Mad Queen.
Does it seem like she's gonna compete?
She seems like she's decked out and ready to compete. She's she's wearing armor. She has weapons on her. She looks like she's sitting there prim and proper and very confident and ready to kick some ass, is what it looks like.
Dude, would I know if priests regularly participate in the tourney yet? Is there like not crossover between those two areas?
It's really, really rare that happens. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes you'll see it happen with like lower members, like you'll see it happen with priests or even acolytes. Acolytes being sort of a lower tier, so it's like goes acolytes, priests, then high priests. Sometimes it'll happen with acolytes. Rarely it'll happen with priests. But for a high priest, a Talon, to participate, that at that point it almost is a political statement. Because you're not just Joe Schmo priest, you are like a high priest of the church.
I'm noting this down, me, Jamie. What are the Dragonborn fucking doing? Because it's something. Alright, guys, you know what the plan is if she starts giving us a hard time. We're gonna look her dead in the face and ask her where her pond is because she looks like a koi fish.
Question, Krista.
Yeah, sure.
This Dragonborn is pretty clear to see from anyone who, after they sign up and go through.
Oh yeah, this is like, she is sitting like front and center in the bleachers. Like you can see her.
You know what? Actually, I'll just DM you this question because I realize this might be verbally too much. And don't feel pressure to do it fast.
No, you're good. Speaking of Kima, though, who does Kima see as she enters the arena and goes to find her seat, June? What does June look like?
June is a lithe, very dark black man. He's covered mostly in sort of green, like a green tunic. And he has a headscarf on, and he has this like big, almost gangly pair of glasses on his face that he keeps having to push up his nose. And he has like undershirt sleeves, like undersleeves that come up all the way up to like his ring finger. And almost like most of his skin is covered, but not his face.
Okay.
I'm not sure if June's doing anything interesting enough for Kima to sit like next to him. She'll sit in the general area because I assume like Sahir and Micah are sitting probably general area too.
2 seconds. I'm responding to your thing.
Oh, you don't have to do like respond right at this moment. It was like a chill question.
It was just a fast thing that I can answer, so
okay.
I'm just trying to do that thing. Let me just make sure that I don't know if my grammar might suck there, but I think I got the point across.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, cool.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, you guys you all filter in Kima. You're kind of last. Where are you guys sitting? In fact, actually, let me just pull you into the first arena.
Ooh.
Yay!
I think Kima would sit from above, like behind and above. I assume like the seats are like stacked like a stadium.
Yeah.
She'd probably sit kind of behind and close enough that she can lean over to Micah and Sahir.
Okay.
And like just anyone nearby that's like looks like they're not part of already a group, and with the other half of a kebab, like lean over like. So, any of you hungry?
I think Micah does not respond to Kima because he's busy now giving June the same treatment he gave Kima and Sahir, and just like staring.
No, thank you. I do not eat meat.
Like at all?
Sure.
Well, that's sad.
Yes, it is.
Hey, buddy, hey, and kind of tapping Micah.
Yeah.
Want a kebab?
Is it particularly salty?
Salty?
Very hot out. I don't want to dehydrate.
What? It's a kebab, dude.
I'm all right, but thank you. You've got lovely earrings.
Thanks. Neither of you. I'm gonna look over at June, like clock that you were staring at June. Hey, glasses.
Still sitting.
Yeah, you the one with the needle doing that shit. You want a kebab?
Oh, yeah. Sure. I'm gonna put away my my stuff and fold it very neatly. Do I have like a little satchel or something I can put it away in?
Yeah, you have something.
A little satchel. Climb up the bleachers, kind of lifting my tunic a little bit to make my way. And be like, kebab, you said?
Kebab. It's just a kebab. Apparently too salty for some people, and just meat. I don't know. They're weird. Do you want a kebab?
Can I do an insight check to see if it's poisoned?
Absolutely, go for it.
Could you imagine if the answer was yes?
I have gotten you.
The very first thing that
That's
happens is
That's
Keep
not
looking
very
at
good. That's
June.
a 10.
I mean, you look at the kebab. You have reason to be nervous about it. It's not clear, and you don't know any of these people.
Kima's
And
face is so
also,
trusting.
why is she being so, like, upfront with you and, like, trying to get you to eat this thing? Like, it could just be that she's weird. Or it could be that it's poisoned.
Well, thank you. I'll take whatever kebab you give me.
It was the half of the kebab.
And just, like, hold it and inspect it like I'm gonna eat it later.
Kima just kind of like looks and like, what? Y'all are fucking weird.
Oh, was that the wrong... Do you want it back?
If you're not gonna eat it, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm not very. I'm very nervous, so I'm not very hungry. You should eat your kebab. And would you
Give me the kebab.
give her the kebab?
She's gonna just like
Oh.
hump it down, like toss the stick out. All right. I assume by all you being no meat, too salty, and too anxious, do you have any other people?
I have a team. It consists of maybe this duck and Mr. Salty.
Mr. Salty.
My name is Micah, and if birds count, I have one as well. And Dice sort of pokes her head out again of my cloak.
Oh, 2 chicken nuggets. Okay.
This is actually a duck.
It's a chicken nugget.
It is a duck.
Sure.
Waterland. Don't joke about eating her. That is a thing in Northall. It's very inhumane. I don't joke about it.
I mean, if get hungry enough, chicken nugget. So chicken
Turn
nugget,
back down
salty.
into my cloak.
So Mr. Salty, chicken nugget, Duck, no meat. You?
Are we talking about dietary restrictions, or are we talking about names?
Your name.
Oh, I'm Juniper Harrow, but my friends call me June, and it's just without the stutter, just June. Damn it.
Full name basis. Okay. Juniper Harrow. Juniper. Are you okay with just glasses?
Or whatever works best.
Glasses.
Okay. Should I
Alright.
call you Feathers?
Ooh, I do like the sound of that. No. I mean, if you want to, it sounds pretty cool. Nah, I'm Kima. Nice to meet ya.
Hi, Kima. It's nice to meet you. And then I want to look to see if there's anyone else who doesn't have a team. Who needs one more person?
There look like there are several people. There's a ton of people, honestly, that look like they don't have a team. It looks like really the only like formed groups are Sahir and Duck, or rather this man whose name you don't know yet, and Duck. Plus possibly this other man and his little bird as well. So like the bird team. And then you have probably some of the Dragonborn are going to be on a team together. It's hard to tell like which ones are going to be part of the team, like part of the team with this Talon on it, and which ones are not. You guess that probably the ones that are disagreeing with her are not going to be on her team, but Dragonborn are fucking weird. The Gnolls all look like they're on a team, and then the Tieflings all look like they're like smushed together, like protectively. So they are probably on a team as well.
Okay, I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm not gonna mess with the Gnolls. I'm probably not gonna mess with the Dragonborn. I'm gonna look at everyone else and realize that people are mostly scattered and haven't necessarily made a team, and then decide that my best chances lie with the people who are making an effort to form a team. So I'm gonna turn back and say, so are you looking for team members?
I'm looking for a crew. Fuck yeah. And y'all are a little weird, but I heard that guy talk about maybe being a little trigger happy. You two are a little scrawny for my taste, but you know, I think you could get there. You know?
I'm
Well,
crying.
as
This
long as
fucking party.
I mean, as long as you're not planning on eating us, I don't see how
I don't eat
scrawny would
people.
be an issue.
I don't.
I don't know your life.
Do I look like I eat? No, I eat chicken
I
and
mean,
cows.
you did ask if we were scrawny.
Yeah, you're scrawny. That doesn't mean I'm
Oh,
like. That's not an indicator for food.
right. My apologies. Yes.
The glasses thing gonna be an
I
issue?
can-
I'm like just thinking right now, like, you know, if you get punched or something, the glasses go flying. You gonna be able to see?
That's okay. I have I'm farsighted, so I don't need them for when I shoot, and when I'm fighting up close, I don't need my glasses because they're right in my face.
Okay, so not an issue. Also, you shoot. Okay.
Yeah, yes. Would you like to see? I want to pull out my heavy crossbow.
Ooh, she's immediately gonna
Oh,
like
this
look at it like,
fancy
ooh, look at the wood, the carving. Oh.
I want to reiterate, this is like very clearly a like secondhand giant heavy duty thing meant for killing people.
Yeah, I know Kima's still going to be like, ooh, about it.
Do you shoot?
Oh yeah, she's gonna like just do like those fancy little like the fucking Jedi's where they always do a fancy little twirl, but she's gonna do it with her two crossbows and like do a little twirl, pop them
I'm
down.
gonna admire the little twirl, and I want to admire the crossbows.
Looks at the other two. What about you guys?
I have some casting experience. Mostly theoretical, but
What does that mean?
I think it means he works in a theater.
I'm crying.
not
This
quite.
Have you actually hit somebody with your magic? With your
He said that he has not killed anyone to me.
Oh no.
Have you killed people?
Mm,
What else are you asking?
you, I don't think he was dead. He was on the ground for a while, and I don't think he was dead. I don't know. Maybe.
Legally, I can't answer that question.
Yeah.
I was told that we are not allowed to kill people.
Oh, I thought that was part of the games.
No, we are supposed to not kill.
Well, that's bullshit.
People. Apparently, they will explain the rule, but
Ugh.
I cleverly deduced this information. I will be the brains of this crew.
People die at this thing every year. It's absolutely absurd.
Oh,
Inhumane blood sport. I don't know why we do it. But whatever.
Oh, because it sounds fun.
Why have you signed up?
Me?
If it's inhumane.
I signed up. Mike
You
he does that for like 5 minutes.
And honestly, I'll give you a reason why Micah does that for like 5 minutes. In game, Micah, you're about to answer, or at least to the best of your ability, answer this question, and then you see something out of the corner of your eye that causes you to pause. You see a human woman walking in to the stadium. Robin Scherbatsky. No, ma'am.
Oh my god,
name's
it's Robin
Robin.
Scherbatsky!
Holy
You
fuck.
fuck, it's Robin Scherbatsky. She's finally arrived in
They're
campaign.
clowning on you. That's how much of a bitch you are. They're clowning on you on the chat. Give me just a
So
second. I'm
easy
sorry
to
to cut off
clown
in the
on.
middle of the cliffhanger, but I have to kick this cat out or she's gonna kill me. Could you please? Go on,
Damn.
please.
Robin Scherbatsky's finally
Yeah.
made her appearance, and she immediately gets kicked out.
Robin Scherbatsky, my beloved.
Honestly, my favorite part about playing Wizards is that it gives me an excuse for how bad I am at improv, because I just assume that every wizard I play is really socially awkward.
Incredible. No. But you
Um,
could do that with any character. You just have to commit. Could you
True.
imagine a socially awkward bard?
Like, that was kind of
Incredible. Exactly. It'd be like, how are you casting? It's my autistic Riz baby.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my fucking god.
Sorry, that was something one of my students said to me the other day that was horrifying.
I love that. Okay. You see a woman walk in. She's not a woman that you recognize, to be clear. You've never seen this woman in your life. But you see there is a symbol on the shield that she's carrying that is very familiar to you. I will send you in DMs what the symbol is.
Ooh, spicy.
I'm scared.
So Micah starts explaining and then dives under the bleachers.
Yeah, I mean, I genuinely think what you see happen is Micah stutters like that for like 30 seconds, and then I don't think he's trying to hide it. You see, he just turns his head, looks at this woman, and like grimaces, and is like, huh, okay.
This woman that you can see is a human woman, very dark skin. She's wearing a hijab. She has sort of clothed in like blues and like pinks almost. And this like beautiful worn but almost like rose gold armor. She looks like the most badass woman you've ever seen in your fucking life. Look at her. Look at that hero forge that I made of her.
Ooh.
She's great. I love her.
Oh, I love the rose gold armor.
Me too.
That's pretty.
I'm in love with her.
Ooh.
You see her walking in, sort of looking around, looking sort of bright-eyed, and going to find a seat. Doesn't seem to you watch her gaze kind of sweep past you, Micah, and then keep going. Like she doesn't seem to notice you.
I go, well, I've recently moved away from home, and I have no money.
That makes sense. Yes, I understand why. Yes, that makes perfect sense.
Are you also in it for money?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
What is your name?
June?
Wait, I knew your name. Shoot.
It's
I
Juniper
didn't.
or
No,
Glasses.
I don't know either of the other two people's names. What is your name?
Who?
You.
So you're gesturing to both of you simultaneously.
Micah. Yoli. With an O.
Are we giving last names? Is this a full name crew going on?
I'd
imagine so.
Think...
Fuck it, whatever. Kima Fergana Ghaznavi.
Can I call you Kima?
Yeah.
Good, I have forgotten the rest of your name. I am Sahir.
That's fair.
I forgot what I was going to ask. Oh, I was asking about money. June is for money. Micah is for money. Kima, are you for money as well?
Yeah, money, the fame, the popularity, maybe a boat. I think there's a boat. Is there a boat as the reward? Maybe not. Maybe it's just the money. I can't remember now.
There was a boat for as a reward one year. I think it's safe to say that Kima has probably been to a few Torniads.
Yeah, so
in her
she's
life.
trying to get them mixed up, which ones the rewards are. So she's just like
Yeah.
fame, money, a boat, some new clothes, some new polish for my hand crossbows. Yeah, I'm
Sex,
getting the
drugs, and
name
rock
out
and
there.
roll. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Absolutely.
Okay.
As you guys are kind of having this conversation, you see, you can see some commotion, not like a ruckus, but like some movement. Yes, Jane. Hi.
I think June would turn to Sahir and say, "Are you in it also for money or for something else?"
No, I did not know there was a monetary reward until you mentioned it just now. I am here because it sounded fun.
Oh, I like you. You're weird, but I like you.
Thank you. Marmalade, I think, is here to kill.
Oh my god.
Can I insight check Marmalade to see if she's here to kill?
Absolutely.
Kima's just laughing her ass off, looking at the duck, like, to kill. Okay.
I'm gonna take this deadly seriously. 17. Is this duck bloodthirsty?
I mean, it is a duck, and ducks are related to geese.
That is true. That's very true. I'm gonna sit a little bit away from Marmalade.
You guys can see there is some movement going on outside at the sign-up desks, and some like a little bit of just kind of glancing in that direction. You can tell that what's happening is they're closing sign-ups down. At this point, there's about 40-ish people that have gathered onto the bleachers. There are some other people that are talking in groups, just like you. There's some people who are still sitting by themselves and kind of casing everybody else, and there's some people who are like walked in as a group. You can see that after a couple of minutes, Mr. Apaza, this African Grey Aarakocra, comes back up. There's sort of an area of the arena that is sort of a raised dais. That would be specifically for officiants or not officiants, but officials to sit and watch and go over things. And he kind of comes up there and projects his voice. And says, welcome everyone to the Tourneyant. You are here because you are hopefuls. Before you are able to participate in the actual competition itself, you will need to go through the pickup groups. So that is what we will be doing now. Here's how this is going to work, and he kind of goes over this with you. Basically, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to randomly roll to determine basically which people show up with which. I'm going to give you a general idea of some of the more prominent figures that you guys see as they're fighting and like what you notice about them. And then we're going to find out we're gonna do a little fun like mini combat thing here for a little bit.
Ooh.
Every single person, regardless of whether or not they have already like made a team, is required to participate in this, and they don't necessarily get to participate in these mock combats with their team. Like this guy is like effectively rolling a die, looking at his list, and calling up like this person, this person, this person, this person. You're on team A, doing the same thing. This is team B, and then these random fucking people that are pulled up together are basically told to come down into the arena itself. And then they duke it out. It's not intended to be he's very, like, strict. We've had some questions about whether or not this is a lethal match.
That
I
was
should
me.
clarify that it is not.
Aw, boo.
Kind of glances in your direction. Accidents happen, however, if we have reason to believe that you have caused someone lethal harm or killed someone intentionally, you will be automatically disqualified from participating going forward. Once everyone here has had a chance to calibrate and to witness each other's combats, then you will have an opportunity to mingle and further choose any members of your group or change things around if you had already come in with an idea of a group. You will have 1 hour after the final combat to formally submit your team with a name, at which point we will proceed from there. So, first up, he kind of moves his little glasses around, looks on the list, and starts doing this kind of random rolling thing. What I am going to do now is roll to determine who's on which team for your combat, because 2 of you are going to be on one side, and 2 of you are going to be on the other side.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Wait, how are we gonna qualify then if we're fighting against each other?
This isn't the qualifiers. This is
like
not
a
the
show
qualifiers.
match.
Oh, okay. I thought. Sorry, I misunderstood. I was like, wait.
Oh, it's okay. No, this is
Fine,
not the
everything's fine.
qualifiers. The qualifiers are in the afternoon. This one is specifically so that everybody can sort of get an idea of like how everybody fights and to like scout each other out for picking teams and stuff like that.
Got it. Okay.
So here's let me get a D4 here. Okay. It's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. On team A is June and Kima.
Yes.
Which is exactly how you're lined up on my screen. So you have June and
Crossbow
Kima on one team,
team!
Sahir and Micah
Woo!
on team B. Let me get you guys
Marshall?
down here.
We're fucked.
Always goes well for the casters.
At level 1.
Infamously.
Yeah.
Are you, Mike, are you telling Dice to sit off to the side, or are you? I mean, Dice has pet immunity, so like it's fine.
Yes.
But still,
Thank
Weird
God.
question. Is this like? Okay, weird question. Just so I know what to do with dice during this. Is the piebald dragonborn participating in the spout, or is
that's what I
she?
have to find out.
Okay.
I'm going to roll. There are several different major NPCs that are going to be part of the story going forward. I'm going to roll to find out which ones of them you're going to be fighting with.
Ooh.
Perfect. In
Or
that
can.
case, I will tell you what I do with dice after I know who is oriented, because I might have her go like spy on someone, or I don't know. We'll see.
Sure.
So.
The guy calls up, Mr. Apaza calls up, he says, like on team A, we have Juniper and Kima. We will also have, let's see. I don't remember this person's name, hang on. Afia. You see this gnollish woman kind of stand up. And last but certainly not least, we have, where's my D8? I can't find where it is. Arkasinde. You see the piebald dragonborn.
Oh
Oh.
I like this because it's going to be random every single fucking time I run Calico Nation for anybody. I don't know who the fuck's gonna end up in your team.
I'm absolutely gonna have to have those name spellings.
I will absolutely give you the name spellings.
Thank you.
Yes, you watch this piebald dragonborn stand up, looking very confident, and she comes down as well.
Does she give at all June or Kima like a look of like disgust or just any look? Not necessarily disgust, but just any look. Because Kima would be like watching this dragonborn like,
She doesn't give you. Go give me an insight check.
Can I also insight check?
Absolutely.
That is a 16.
It's a tradition. You have
It
to
is.
fuck up the DM's NPC names.
Fuck.
That's a 6 from me. Jude's fucking out of it.
6. Yeah, you are. I feel like June's a little nervous. I mean, tell me if that's inaccurate, but I feel like, from what I know of June, that's probably a part of it.
Yeah, probably.
Kima, with a 16, you don't get the impression that this dragonborn is like. She doesn't give you like a sneer or like a "ooh, I don't want to be working with humans" or anything. She just seems very confident. And with a 16, you think maybe a little overly confident. She seems very bold and ready to rock and roll. Very
I'm not gonna cover her ass.
On Team B, we have Micah, Sahir, Pent, and you watch as one of the tieflings stands up and kind of comes over down. Kima would say with the 16, you do see out of the corner of your eye Arcasinde's like there's like a small twitch in her face, and you also see like there's these murmurs like cascade around the entire group. Like anytime any of the tieflings are called up, everyone's just kind of like they just give a weird vibe about it. Like, what the fuck are these tieflings doing here? It's a very unwelcoming environment. Nope, that's okay. You can't. No, she's already on the team. You can't. I need to find other.
Sunday's also on our team.
No, this die keeps rolling. Sunday's number. Okay, who's that? Oh, that's fun.
Johanka himself.
And Kuri. You watch this. What's it called? This yellow Aarakocra stand up. And she looks. They look very like, "Huh, it's my turn," and they come down. And they're gonna be on your team as well. Let me get you a picture of them.
I shake hands with both the people who come and join our team, by the way.
The tiefling looks kind of startled by that, but will shake your hand and seems, there was like Pent will remember that kind of thing. And then, but like it's a positive. And then Cody, the Aarakocra is like, "Oh, yes, it's very nice to meet you."
Seeing that, Sahir will also shake hands as though he has just remembered that shaking hands is a thing. And then we'll also shake hands with Micah after having walked down from sitting next to Micah in the bleachers.
Oh my god.
Does he shake hands with Marmalade?
My full heart.
Does he shake hands with Marmalade?
Marmalade is staying in the bleachers. Marmalade wasn't called.
Oh,
sorry.
That's a good point.
That is a good point.
I mean, roll me an animal handling check, because Marmalade doesn't know the Marmalade wasn't called.
Oh, shit. First roll of the campaign.
That's true, it is the first roll of the campaign.
I rolled.
An animal handling. What
First
a fucking roll.
My campaign.
Oh, yes, for you.
16.
16. Cool. Yeah, I think that's probably enough. Marmalade does not seem particularly thrilled about this, and you can see his little head, like, it'll like be, there's like a rim, like a wall up near the bleachers, like where your feet would go, and you can see like little head pop up and like look around kind of worriedly, and then pop back down, and then like it pops back up like 3 feet away, and it seems like he's patrolling back and forth just anxiously as you're in there.
I'm gonna die. That's so cute.
It's really cute.
This is what the Aarakocra looks like.
Ooh.
Nice.
So scrawny, probably magic too.
Holy fuck, we're like a party of casters.
You are a party of cats.
So bad for us, guys.
This character's name was Corey?
Cootie. Yeah, it is. Let me give you some names here while we're doing this. We have
Yes.
Artisan Bay, who I think I already gave you. That was the Dragonborn. I will give you the name of the woman with the armor a little bit later on. And then Cootie. I will also add pronouns.
Kuri is the air crocra.
Yes. Correct.
Boyd.
Sorry, I'm just also adding notes so I can remember.
Oh, you're good. Leslie, I've just seen. Leslie,
Correct.
no, you do not.
Interesting. Okay.
What's the Knoll's name?
The Knoll's name is Afia. And then the Tiefling's name is Pent.
Pent. Oh, okay. I heard tent at first. I'm like, not sure about that one.
I support 10.
I also apologize in advance. You might be able to tell that there's, you know how in animation, like old school, like Hanna-Barbera cartoons, you could tell, like, oh, the locker that they're going to interact with is this one that's discolored.
Mm-hmm.
I recognize that is probably also what's going on here with the different levels of effort that I've put into some of these characters.
Mm-hmm.
But I also won't apologize.
I love it.
Sorry. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and let's roll some initiative here.
Oh boy.
Yay!
Okay. Oh, I'd already added. Give me just a minute. I've got so many things going on my screen.
I'm so sorry, Leslie and Tom.
Oh, I have no expectation of winning anything.
I'm so
I
sorry.
did
Yeah,
not
no,
be the character
awesome.
who's good at fighting.
Let's get his ass.
Hold on, I'm gonna get the light in my room because it'll get dark mid-combat, I can tell.
Remember, this isn't about winning. Not this one, at least. This is about calibration.
I
It's
know.
Probably fine.
I'm only a little afraid that I'm gonna roll good on this one, and then on the actual one that we need to actually fight, I'm gonna roll like shit.
It's gonna be great. Everything's fine.
And then.
I mean, that still might be better because you could probably one-hit KO Micah right now.
Probably, especially since I get 2 hits per turn.
Oh my god.
Woo!
It is worth mentioning that there are medics on standby, and you can see them. Like, they're all over the place.
They're ready to medically assist us from not die.
Yes. Okay, let me roll for the NPCs here really fast, because I have so many of them. What have I done to myself? Those ones I already have, because I pre-rolled them. This one... Okay, that's great. Good job. And then... Oh, that's pretty good. That's great. Honestly, really excited about one of these NPCs for reasons that will probably become readily apparent momentarily. Micah, what did you get?
Oh, forgot to roll. Okay, that's a 14 on the dice, so dirty 20.
Okay. God damn.
Alert!
Oh.
What the
Cool.
Oh.
Saphir.
17.
17. Okay. What is your dexterity score?
13.
There we go. Kima.
Unnatural 20.
What is your dexterity score?
It's 17 total, so it's a +3.
Okay. And then Michael, what is your dexterity?
Oh, it didn't come through, Leslie.
Didn't come through.
Well,
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna make that.
Team Up beats me for sure.
21.
But
There we go.
what about...
And last but certainly not least, to Juniper.
11.
Okay. Cool. I need to double check something here. Oh, that's fine.
Also, can I change where my character would be placed on the map?
Yeah, absolutely. You can move around. This is the kind of the area that you walked in on, and they would want you to be
Oh.
like in this general vicinity.
I'm still in the lobby. I didn't realize there was
I
another
didn't
map.
realize there was a map.
Oh,
This
Shit.
whole
Sorry, yeah.
time, I've just been
Me
like
too, just-
staring at the lobby.
Fuck. Okay, hold up. Let me fucking switch over and fucking...
Can
Sorry, I
I put
should've-
this
I should've
heavy built
yanked you over,
dragonborn with
earlier,
a sword
I-
and shit in front of me?
What did you say?
Can I put this heavy-built dragonborn with her swords and shit in front of me?
Yeah, she'll do that.
Thanks. And I'll do that. I want to switch places with her.
Sure. Yeah, she's happy to do that.
You
Is
like,
everybody on the map
you
now?
seem like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
frontline fighter.
I can be.
Hmm.
Kind of grins at you, this big toothy grin.
But yeah, I'm gonna let her get shot first.
Cool. Great. Sensational. Let me change the music here. Just a moment. The Mr. Apaza kind of holds out a hand. Sahir, are you shifting at all, or are you going to stay where you are?
Huh? No, I'm staying there. So here's
Okay.
distracted.
Okay, that's fine. Mr. Apaza holds up a feathered, winged hand and goes, and begin. First up in the initiative order. I did start with a more bombastic opening than that. That's better. Okay. First up is Afia. Afia is going to... Pardon me while I have to figure out how to do all of these characters. I did this to myself. I don't know why I'm playing. Cool. Afia is going to go after... No, step forward though. Cool. You watch the knoll runs forward a little bit here. How far away can I get with that? Right there. Here. Can I hit from there? Sure can. Cool. You see the knoll runs forward, and seems to have this like weird contraption that she pulls out of her out of like a sling on her side, and points it at you, Sahir, and is going to shoot a glob of acid in your direction with this contraption. That is
that a
24 to hit.
24 hits.
Oh.
10 points of acid damage.
So here's unconscious.
Oh.
There's just because like Sahir's looking the other way when the fight starts and it's confused, turns around, gets hit with the acid, is like, wait, I thought we weren't killing people. It's unconscious immediately.
Oh no.
That's quite funny.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god. Holy shit.
3 bars is that?
I'm very sorry.
Oh,
shit.
God.
I'm sorry. Wait, Kima, hang on. In all fairness, Kima, what is your dexterity score?
No. I'm fine with how this played out.
I do need to know though, because of turn order for things.
I always get mixed up.
Never mind.
Yep.
I figured. No, good.
Okay.
This person would be going first before the other.
Okay, got it.
Because of what you roll. Okay, cool. That is all that she's gonna do in her turn. Looking pretty pleased with herself.
Oh my god.
I have to start combat. Holy shit. Sorry, Tom.
It's okay. I was fully expecting this to happen. I'm a level 1 character. It's basically whoever rolls higher initiative wins a fight.
Kind of. Okay, Kima, you are up next, followed by Micah on deck.
I'm relearning the actual tools in this.
Yeah. It is number 2 to click and drag around. Number 1 to click and drag your character.
Okay, number 2 to one to okay. So Kima's gonna move to there. And she's going to take out her first hand crossbow and shoot at the Aarakocra.
Okay, go for it.
My god, Kima hates birds.
Well, I mean, she does. We're talking a lot about chicken nuggets. Where's my attack bonus? There it is. 8.
8 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
8 to hit, unfortunately.
Just for shits and giggles, can I... Okay, Kima would basically like to fuck with the Dragonborn that's actually on her team, because she does not like the personality, the vibes she's getting.
Sure.
So I moved her there. I would the hope that maybe the Dragonborn's going to go in that direction. But Kima would basically try to trip the Dragonborn. Like as soon as the Dragonborn comes if she comes up near her and looks like she's gonna do something like an attack or even just runs by, Kima's gonna try to put out a leg oops.
Oh my god.
You can't
Iconic.
just trip the
Amazing.
Archbishop.
And I don't know if that can be a bonus action or not. I don't know how you want to rule that.
So I believe that would be I believe it would be an action, honestly, to do that. But I will allow you because you have 2 attacks, right?
I have
You can use
I have my action and then I can use my bonus action to do my second crossbow.
So then I would say that
Wait,
let's just go
what
ahead and for the
level
purpose
are
of
we?
this.
I'm level 1, but I took a feat.
Oh, okay.
The fucking
Humans.
Very inhuman.
Yeah, I took the crossbow feat, so I can do it twice.
Whack.
I would say let's go ahead and have that attack you did be your bonus action, and then you can use your action to basically hold your action to try to trip Arcasende.
Okay, I'll just let you know that's not quite how the feat works, but as long as you're okay with that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that technically you have to be able to attack first your
Yeah.
action and then do it. I don't care. It's fine. Whatever.
Okay, cool.
This is a mock combat anyway, so whatever. Cool. Roll your action to trip Arcasende.
Yeah, and she still has 5 feet of movement, so again, I don't know.
Okay.
This is purely flavor because Kima did not like the vibes, and she's like,
Sure. Holy shit. Okay, cool. Next up is Micah.
I look at Sahir get knocked out. I go, fuck. And hold on. I have to. Okay. Centering it here-ish. I should be able to hit
Okay.
everyone. I cast sleep,
oh my god.
which is possibly the only thing that I think can pull out a win for my team.
Amazing. Holy shit.
Nice.
Holy shit.
So it will hit all of you, but I can only
Okay.
affect 5d8 worth of people. So let's hope I don't. Well, you guys want me to roll bad. I want to roll good. Okay. Could be worse. 21 hit points worth of people are gonna go down.
21 hit
Ooh.
points per beat.
So, and I hit all 4 of them, so.
So, explain to me how sleep works because I don't really use it too often. Is this a matter of anybody who has less than 21 hit points is affected, or
I
is
see.
it 21?
So
cumulative?
it's gonna be double checking. No, so 21 is going to be the total. So, and it's gonna in ascending order. So lowest to highest.
I
believe.
see. Okay, so person with the
Oh.
lowest hit points first. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
up to a total of 21.
Oh,
Got
I
it.
thought you got
Okay,
to pick. That's interesting.
No.
Oh.
So in that case, it would be, let's see. I'll double check.
June and
here.
Kima. Do I knock out June and Kima?
It's gonna be really
Um,
funny if you do.
Don't want to kill us.
You and it's 21 total.
21 total.
Cool. You knock out June and Arcaside.
Nice.
Holy
Good night.
Fuck.
Thank God.
Holy fuck.
Fucking god! Holy shit! You just watch them both just slump and face plant into the fucking sand.
Good night.
Does Pent look like a caster?
Pent does look like a caster.
I
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Pent does not look like a caster. That's me getting things mixed up. Pent looks like he's pulling out some knives.
Ooh.
Nice.
don't hit either of the ones I just knocked out. They'll get back up.
Got it.
And then I like try and retreat, and I bump into the back of the arena, and Micah just looks so stressed out. And that's it.
Speaking of stressed out, as soon as Sahir goes down,
Oh no, Marmalade.
Oh, no,
freaking
Doug.
out.
Marmalade.
Sahir, you do not have to make any kind of injury saving throws or anything. Somebody on the sidelines basically casts a like a spare the dying type cantrip on you immediately, so you're good. But nobody on the sidelines is gonna heal you because that's against the rules.
Okay.
Next up is Kuri, the Aarakocra. Kuri, is going to. This is the thing that I was excited about. So you remember how earlier we were talking about a bard with 0 charisma, or like 0, like just so fucking socially awkward?
Nice, let's see it.
That's this character. And also
I
the bard with
love that.
autism, that's also this character. So like you were
Oh,
saying
God.
that, and I was
Love
like, I can't
that.
wait to show it now. So Kuri kind of steps up, looks at the knoll and says, "Hey, fun fact," and then says the most unfun fact you have ever heard in your entire fucking life. I thought about making like a list of unfun facts, and then I was like, this is just gonna bum people out for real. So I think I'm just gonna make it a bit. Just gonna...
It's just an unfun fact. We don't need to go into specifics.
Yeah, fun fact, just the fucking worst. And it's basically Kuri's version of vicious mockery. At the knoll. So the
Leslie,
knoll is
oh my
going to
God.
say-
True.
Oh, holy fuck.
Okay, the knoll fails the saving throw, and is going to take 10 points of psychic damage. The knoll goes down. Just like is so taken aback by this really, really unfun fact. It just walks her ass out on the ground. Oh my god. What the fuck? No, not the unfun facts in the chat.
No.
Okay. Cool. June is asleep.
Good night.
Good night.
Hold on, let me just double check if there's something else that wakes them up other than.
I don't think
No,
so.
there isn't a save.
Yeah,
It's-
you're just asleep.
Yeah.
They're just asleep.
Until
It's
they
not
get
even concentration. Holy shit.
no, until they
Oh,
get
no,
hit,
this
right?
This is the most.
Yeah,
This is the
basically.
most sleep June has gotten in days.
He needs it.
Let
He
him
needs
sleep.
it.
This is great for him.
Cool. Well then, in that case, next up is Pent. Pent, hearing what you have just said, Micah, is not going to go after June or Arcus, is instead going to go after the only combatant that's still up, which is Schema. He runs up to you, Kima. Actually, I don't think he would. I think he'd stay kind of back here. Pulls out a hand crossbow, 9 to hit.
Oh, you
Doesn't hit.
does not hit.
Cool.
Double
Does it
checking.
miss and hit me instead?
No. Oh well, I mean, if it wakes you up.
I can't tell you
Get
about
me
that.
up! There is a straight line between him and me, with only you in the way. If he shoots you and it misses, does it hit me and I get to stand up? Come on!
Roll me, Jamie, roll me a percentile die.
There's
I'm
like,
dreaming!
Bro, there's like 300 square feet between you and range. you
Not
could land in.
300.
Very low
Square feet.
percentage.
67!
67.
Not
Unfortunately,
69.
no.
Understandable, have a good day.
Oh my god, holy shit. Okay, that is all that Pent can do. Actually, you know what? Pent is going to take the, let's see. Fuck, I don't know.
Kima, you
We
gotta
weren't-
shoot me.
Something else that Pent can really do.
I'm afraid I'm gonna kill you if I hit you.
Do it. Do it, coward.
I mean, you can also pull your punch. Like, you can go up and just be like 1 point of damage. Like, if you're doing it.
But I
very
can only do one
deliberately.
punch. I only get 2 attacks if I use my crossbow.
That's fair. Next up is Arcus and Day, who's asleep. You can see, Micah, it appears as though you might have pissed off the other Dragonborn that she is with. They
Suck it.
seem very unhappy.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll
What's
something
that?
for myself real quick. This is a courage check for Micah, and I rolled an 18. I think Micah is really riding high off his first, like... This is the first time he's ever been in any sort of fight.
Uh-huh.
And so far it's going kind of good for him. And he also saw the way that they were treating these tieflings, and that is not what Micah's about. So he just has like a moment of like insanity, and he flips them the middle finger, and then he goes, "Why did I do that?"
No, come here!
No,
come here!
no, Kima's on the team, and she's just like, yeah!
God.
Oh my god.
On the opposite team, just
Why?
like, you're doing great, buddy.
Holy shit. Round
Micah is
reset.
literally now hands on his knees, like sort of like a middle-aged dad, like.
Holy shit, Kiba, you're up.
Okay, this might be me, trying to wiggle my way to do this, so totally fine if I can't do this. For my crossbow expert feat, it says when you use the attack action and attack with a one-handed weapon, you can use a bonus action to attack with a hand crossbow you are holding.
Mm-hmm.
Could I use my attack action to use my hand crossbow, but as like an improvised weapon to just bonk the Dragonborn and then bonk June, basically, with the other hand crossbow?
Sure. I would allow that. That's fine. That's
Are you throwing your crossbows?
No, I'm running over to you guys. I'm gonna bonk. Well, I'm going to gently bonk June, and then the Dragonborn. Let me move my character before I start saying this. Kima's gonna run back, just like fuck, like after like yeah, Micah, you did it, and then like oh wait, shit, I gotta make sure these guys. Gently bonk June, and then on the Dragonborn, just do a little that thing where it's just like gently bonk, and then whack, get up.
She's got a thicker skull. She's got horns. She's fine.
Exactly. So just get up.
Okay. June, you take 1 point of damage, but you were awake.
I'm up. 5 more minutes.
No, 5 minutes. We gotta come on.
Oh, right. I want to sit with my back against the arena wall. I'm not gonna stand up for this. I have a crossbow.
And then Kim will just move the last of the 5 feet right here. Still ready to trip the Dragonborn, though I realize I'll have to do that on my next turn.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Roll me a d4 for damage.
Kill her.
That is 1.
1 point. Okay. So you bonk her a little hard, but it does end up hitting like her horn, like her crests or whatever, so it doesn't really hurt her much. But it's enough to startle her awake. She kind of looks up at you, kind of looks frustrated, but doesn't like, kind of murmurs a thank you, and stands up and looks like she's ready to go.
Mm-hmm. All right, big shot.
You doesn't say anything. Micah.
Dude's in the background, like.
Micah's like. Looks up and goes, no.
Do it
That's like that
again.
voice. And then I can't sleep again.
Yes.
Panic. Come on, baby.
It's Kima's turn. That's all I can do.
How much is it? Like 5d8?
5d8, yeah.
Oh,
so
fuck. It's so
average is 22. I did the mathematics. I rolled, I think, below average here, but not that far below average. So 10.
You said
You
10?
guys both just took damage, so maybe.
You said 10 points?
No.
Leslie's counting still.
I'm
Oh,
counting.
sorry.
I'm counting. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Math
I'm
is
really
occurring.
bad at mathematics. 19 this time. 19 collective.
19. Okay.
Good night.
I think that just still takes June and Arcus back down again. Yeah.
Oh my god, Kima's just gonna be like, are you kidding me?
I'm a bitch! Yeah, because June has 10 hit points and Arcus has 11. So.
Are you kidding me? Micah,
no,
you're doing great,
fine.
buddy, but are you kidding me?
Hey, in the
Wait.
time in between that, could I have used my reaction to put my dagger under my butt?
I think that's fine.
Do I stab
That's fine.
myself when I fall back asleep?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, that's what I want.
I don't, you haven't had a turn, though, is
That's
the
my
thing.
point.
Otherwise, I would say,
Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
gotta
Are we
pull
allowing
out.
people to have turns now? No. You're in this hell
Micah
with
is trying
me.
to prevent this.
Got you. Okay, cool.
If I only have 9 hit points, if any of you get a turn, I'm dead.
oh, okay,
I have 0 hit points.
I'm so sorry, Tom.
amazing. Holy shit. So Arcus is still up because it was 19, and Arcus has, it would be, so June has 9 hit points.
I'm
Which
back
would
down.
be-
I'm. Good night.
Hang on, let me just double check one more time.
Well, doesn't
Actually,
Kima have 10?
No, Kima has 13.
No, you're right. Nope.
Okay,
Arcus will be
second.
out as well because that's 19 total because Arcus is down to 10 and,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Thank
June's down
God.
to 9. So
Yeah, no,
13.
Kima's just
Thank
like,
God.
God, fuck, you
You
kidding me?
gotta shoot. You gotta
Let's
shoot
fucking
and
go.
kill Micah.
But
Next
Micah's
up-
You
crew
gotta
already.
kill
Micah's
Micah.
already crew. And also, I really want to fuck with the Dragonborn.
You can only
Cody.
fuck with the Dragonborn if the Dragonborn's awake.
Exactly, I'll just bonk them again. It's fine.
He'll put us back to sleep.
He can't do sleep again. Can he? I don't know, actually.
Oh my god.
Is Micah using all of his spell slots for the day on this?
Don't worry. Don't worry. Maybe.
Actually, I kind of forgot that there was qualifiers as well. That's Leslie.
Oh no.
No, I
Okay.
think this is great. Let's go.
So here's
I have
using
arcane
0 of his
recovery.
spell
Yes,
slot.
here's doing fine. He's ready.
Feet up, relaxing in the sand.
Just chilling. Oh my god.
Just dead.
Holy shit. Okay. Cootie, I
In
think
recovery, I'll be
is
okay.
is going to bet on being able to maybe take Kima out. So he's going to give another fun fact. This time targeting Kima. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm not gonna roll a d4, wrong dice. You said wisdom?
Yes.
Wisdom saving throw.
How wise
14.
is Kima?
You said 14?
14.
14 just saves. So you do not take any damage.
Holy fuck.
Cool. Cody kind of says this on fun fact, but like you've heard this one before, and it's like whatever.
He's like, dude, get different facts.
June is still asleep. Pen.
Get better facts.
Pent is going to try to shoot you again, I think, because he's going to get up close to you. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. 9 to hit, doesn't it? Pent's not doing great.
Oh my god.
Christ.
Uh,
Wait,
Chemo killing
Okay,
everyone.
never mind, I can't.
he was turn
It's
again.
about to go really bad for us.
He was turn again.
Kima's going to do the same, just go back 5 feet. Gently wake up June, and then hit the Dragonborn even harder again. Just like, get up!
Roll me another d4.
Just let it happen.
That's a 1 again.
Oh my god. Alright, June, you take a point of damage as well.
Ow. Please stop hitting.
Cool. That was your action, and your bonus action.
And my bonus action, and I'm going to use the rest of my movement to go up here, and just be
Cool.
like, come on, are we actually going to do this? Or are you going to keep doing your fancy little spells? Actually, like, hit me?
I don't know, Micah, what's
Huh?
the plan? It's your turn again.
Um,
Just Micah.
Put me back to sleep.
I'm so
Right.
sorry.
You're good.
I mean, I think this is just about foregone now.
Okay, you didn't want to say that.
No, I would not hit Kima or June over Arcasinde, even though I don't think I can possibly take Arcasinde out. I cast Ray of Frost,
Okay.
Nice.
which is my only damaging spell.
Level 1 wizard.
Does a
Level
13
1
hit?
wizard.
Does a what hit?
13?
Does not hit. It goes like cascades
Yeah,
off
I go
armor.
far. That's
Okay.
all I got, guys. Like, that's it.
But he's like, that's it? Oh boy. Okay. Alright. Cool. Next up is Kuri. Kuri is going to, seeing that that's all that you have, is going to give a bardic inspiration to Pent. And that is basically all that she can do on her turn because for her that's an action. For reasons. And is going to. That's it. She's gonna kind of hide, like try to like cower, like make herself a small target as possible. Actually, you know what? No, it'll be action dodge, bonus action, bardic inspiration. Because it is technically. And then June.
I think June raises the crossbow and aims at Micah because that would be the smartest thing in this situation, and then remembers that he's going to be on a team with this person and he wants to build, like, trust.
Sure.
So he turns and he shoots Pent instead.
Okay.
And to be clear, I want June to still be sitting down. Like, he sits up and he leans against, like, the wall, and he just has his heavy crossbow in his lap and he's just shooting from there.
Okay, that's fine.
That's a 12 to hit. That's pretty bad.
It does not hit.
Pings off the wall.
Here's how we can still win, guys.
We can still win if the combat lasts 2 hours, as level
God,
1
Jesus
characters
Christ.
cannot roll over a 2.
Oh my god.
I'm good. I'm staying down on the floor.
Um,
If I'm prone, they can't get me.
it's gonna be hard to hit you. Yeah, I mean, I think Pent's gonna keep trying to come after you, Kima, because you are, as far as he can see. Oh no, at this point, Arcus is up. He's gonna go after Arcus. That's a 13 to hit, doesn't hit. Can't fucking hit for shit.
Did he roll the Bardic?
Right, he doesn't need a Bardic Inspiration, that's right. Forgot about that. It's my own character.
You're juggling a lot.
Yeah.
I think that actually will hit, because that's... Yeah, that hits.
Ooh.
Amazing. He loads this hand crossbow, points it, looking like he's gonna shoot at you again, Kima, and then moves it off to the side and shoots Arcus. That is going to be 8 points of piercing damage.
One.
Oh my god.
1 hit point. She does not look so good. That is all he can do on his turn. It's Artisan Day's turn.
Oh.
She. She is going to. We done that. I already have that. Stand by. Where are my fucking notes? What happened? I've gone on a fucking quest in my notes here.
It's a mood.
Where the fuck am I? Here we are. Okay, I found myself again. Theoretically, question mark. Is it? There it is. Okay. You watch Arcasinde. Where's she gonna go? Yeah, I mean, that's about as good as she can get. She runs over there. You watch as she inhales and then is going to breathe lightning at Pent.
Oh my god.
So he needs to make a saving throw.
Oh boy.
Where the fuck is it? There it is. Okay, so if it is lightning, then it is. He rolled a natural 20, so he's still gonna take half damage. But holy shit. So he takes 1 point of lightning damage.
Oh.
Oh my god. This
Oh my
is
god.
It's incredible how low damage this fight has been, except for the first burst of 10 damage immediately on here. It's like
Christ.
1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage, 10.
God.
Oh my god.
We gotta watch out for that
Holy
mole, man.
fuck.
Like the rest of these people, that mole is dangerous.
Fucking hell. Kima. Can't believe this fight's gone on for 4 rounds.
I know. Okay, Kima's gonna hand crossbow, air kokra.
Okay, go for it.
I don't. 10 hit?
10 does not hit.
Okay, bonus action, second crossbow.
Okay.
Wait, fuck. Why am I counting bad? 14 to hit?
14 does hit.
Okay. Looking, that's a d6 plus 3. Where the fuck is my d6? Is that a d6? Shit, Leslie, the different dice shapes are throwing me off.
I know, right?
I think this is the d6. Oh. What the fuck number is that? Oh, okay. 9 points of piercing damage.
9 points of piercing damage. You knock out this Zergokra. They
Nice.
knock back into the wall and just kind of slump down. That's 2.
Okay, and Akima's gonna move to here.
Okay. Sounds good. Anything else?
No, that's it, 'cause I use my bonus action, so I can't prepare to trip.
Okay. Sounds good. Mike?
I out, and I'm gonna try and Ray of Frost, Artisan Day.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that might hit. That's 17.
17 just hits.
Ooh.
Just hits. Okay.
Uh,
See what these two I have.
She could afford the good armor.
Okay. 3 points of damage.
Points of damage. You knock out. Okay, so then you just get her across the face.
Hit!
Or no, better than that.
Micah
It's
does
one of
not
those-
expect this,
Yeah.
and he sees her go down, and he goes, "Oh!"
Yeah, you did it, dude!
Okay. The Dragonborn look angry.
Akima's gonna be like, chill out.
Taking enemies, guys.
Oh my
I'm
god.
sitting here like she entered the tourney at. I'm sorry, she's not actually good.
Yeah, Akima's just gonna be like, chill out. Quick your fucking... Calm your tits.
So what literally happens is Micah is so delighted and like so bolstered by Kima like supporting him that I go and I stand next to you and I'm like trying to strike up a conversation.
I think Kima's gonna be look over like, wait, no, you gotta remember, hold up. No, you have to remember.
But
No, I know, she was, no, she needed to get off her high horse, but also, I'm gonna hit you. At least right now.
June, you're up.
I shoot Micah.
Jesus Christ.
That's a 13 to hit.
11.
Oh my
Cool. That's 7 damage.
I'm so awesome.
That's freaking
Shoot me.
Holy shit.
Did we
cool.
make our weapons less deadly before we came on? Is Micah like punched by a cloth head wrapped arrow, or is it like fully shot?
Yeah, kind of. It's yeah, they have like given you there are magical protections in place basically. Nobody's
Magic.
yeah,
Oh my god.
it's magic.
Gotcha,
Okay.
good.
Is anything else you want to do on your turn?
Reload. I'm like, I'm still sitting down. I'm like, I don't want to get up. I'm tired. We'll reload.
On Pet's
It's a good
turn,
game!
Pent is going to flank Kima. And he's going to attack you with a short sword.
Alright.
Does flanking work if Micah's talking and not actually attacking?
Technically it does.
Mechanically hostile.
Mechanically.
Not practically hostile.
Hang on, I have to look
It's
at my
distracting
own-
Kima.
Yeah, Micah's distracting Kima.
Like, Kima's like, dude, I'm gonna hit you, and then gets shanked in the back, like, fuck.
God fucking damn it! I had to look up my own fucking rules for how flanking works. Okay, when you hit a creature with an attack while flanking that creature with your ally can use the reaction to deal bonus damage to the creature. So, that is a 24 to hit Kima.
Whoa.
So, he also gets sneak attack on this.
Nice.
Holy fuck, if Sahir wins without doing anything, it's like there's Luigi wins by doing nothing in the videos.
You're gonna take 8 points of piercing damage from Pent,
Okay.
Kima.
Oh, how do I
And
do this?
then Micah, you can, though I'm assuming you're probably not going to, choose to do an extra D4 damage to Kima.
Really doesn't even occur to Micah.
I think that's fair.
Oh, ow.
It's looking at you like, what the fuck? We are on a team. For right now, we're on a team.
See, that's what I was trying to tell him.
Fine.
Shit, that
It's
hurt.
fine. This is just, it's fine. I'm not actually mad. It's fine.
think
cool.
it's very nice to stab people. I'm sorry.
But in this circumstance, we kind of have to. Kima, it's back around to you.
You were looking between the two, like, you entered the fucking wrong tournament, you guys. Then, and she's gonna draw her crossbow bolt, and because I can do it at disadvantage, right? Being
You
within,
can do it in melee range.
yeah, being within 5 feet of hostile creature doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged attack rolls. Cool. Kima's going to,
On both sides.
yeah, basically, she's just gonna pull.
Amazing.
The first hit is 18 plus 5.
Who's that to? Is that to Micah or Pet?
That in my head that was to the tiefling.
Pet? Okay. That hits.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll what the attack is for Micah first real quick
Yeah,
before I
absolutely.
forget.
Sure.
That is a unnatural 20. Just a little nod from Leslie. Okay, that's a D6. This is the D6, right? Yeah, okay, this is the D6. Blah, 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 blah. That's... Wait. That's 7 points of piercing damage to the tiefling.
Okay.
And 6 points of piercing damage to Micah.
I'm down.
And Kima would specifically, with Micah at least, actually with both, try to shoot them in places that's not gonna hurt too much. Like, God, you're both fucking softies. This is not gonna hurt too much. I don't know
my
where.
God. Amazing. Perfect. Okay.
People will spare the dying. They're
Micah, you drop like a sack of potatoes. Pent doesn't look like he's doing great. Cool. Oh my God.
Oh, also, I forgot. Cause I keep forgetting to do this. Is this only... Actually, I have a question about this. For favorite foe for a ranger feature, it says the first time on each of your turns that you hit the favorite enemy and deal damage to it, including when you mark it. Fuck, I have to see when I mark it. Hold up, I'm so sorry. I don't fully understand this one.
I think you had to mark it as a bonus action, I think.
That's what I'm trying to see. I didn't write that down. Oh, fuck. What I wrote down doesn't say if it's an action or bonus action for favorite foe. Sorry. Can I look it up real quick?
Yeah, go for it. It's fine. This could tell whether or not you win the match, so.
Favorite
It's
foe.
either gonna be Kimo who's gonna do it, or it's gonna be June in a second here. Let's be fucking for real.
I could miss. We don't know.
Maybe.
It just
We
says when
could
you
both keep missing.
It just says when you hit a creature with an attack roll, you can call on your mystical bond with nature to mark the target as your favorite enemy for 1 minute or until you lose concentration.
So it's just when it's just a thing you can do as part of your attack.
Okay.
So if you have previously, if you have previously marked Pent as your favorite foe,
I think I can do it now. Let me double check. I'm reading this. The first time on each of your turns that you hit the favorite enemy and deal damage to it, including when you mark it, you increase that damage by 1d4.
There you go. Yeah, if you want to roll an extra d4 on that one, then you can see if you can bring down Pent.
It's 1 point of damage.
1 point of damage. He's not down yet.
Yeah.
He's got 1 hit point left.
But he's marked.
All right. Next up is June. Go for it.
I'ma shoot him.
Get it.
Get him.
Not much else for me to do. I'ma shoot at him and pray. That's a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
So we all know that he has 1 hit point left, one way or the other.
Right.
But just for shits and giggles, just find out how much damage June does.
Are
Go
we
ahead and
still
roll.
doing the full thing and then again?
Yes, it is. Yep,
Okay.
the full damage.
She's gonna
and then roll.
overkill.
That's a total of 16?
16.
Jesus.
You fucking
Holy fuck.
smash to this guy. And you immediately watch as like 3 medics are like, oh no, and they jump over the fucking barrier and they run over to Pants. And they're casting healing magic on him like instantaneously.
Sitting here like, first death of the day.
Oh my god. He was gonna
Put
look over
away
at
my
June and be like,
valuables.
yeah, buddy.
Oh my god. Okay. You guys finish with the no, I don't want that music. Let's do no, that's fine. You guys finish with your bout. Everybody who was knocked unconscious, is brought back to consciousness. You might be a little tiny bit sore, but otherwise unharmed.
Kima will help up
There's like
Micah and Sahir.
there's like a little tiny bit of just like a smattering of applause from the bleachers.
I think when Sahir wakes up, he's like, "Ah, was out. How long was I out?
Minute or two.
How long was I out?
Couple minutes.
A minute.
Your duck was going crazy.
Have
You
we
can still
started
hear
yet?
Marmalade. Like at this point, Marmalade is flying over to you, Sahir.
Hey, no, piece of shit. Did we win?
No. No.
You all are pathetic. I strategically think I fainted.
Absolutely.
Sure, buddy.
Alright,
I
now we get
mean,
to watch everyone else fight.
a lot of acid was thrown at you.
Yes, I think I am fine.
Huh.
You
What?
don't have to raise your hand. You can just talk, Micah.
No, sorry, this is Leslie raising her hand
Oh,
for the DM.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're valid. I just didn't want to cut you guys off. While we're having this conversation, can I just glance over at
The rose
Piebald.
gold armor.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Arcus.
piebald. I want to see. Actually, I will glance at that woman too. But I want is the piebald dragonborn. Does she appear to hold resentment toward us for this, or because I know her lackeys clearly do, but I'm
Sure,
curious about her reaction as well.
Sure, give me an insight check.
Okay, that's not too bad. Let's see. Insight. 18.
18. You watch the medics come over to her and they rouse her, and she kind of pulls herself off. She seems like for a moment, like a little disoriented. Kind of blinks and looks around. Kind of takes everything in, looks over at her buddies that are like seeming like they're very happy that she's, okay, in the bleachers. Looks around, looks straight at you. Gets up. Walks over to you. Straight up to you.
I'm like sinking back into the group as she's doing the.
Kima, I think, like,
Okay.
instinctually kind of, like, steps in front, like, what's up?
Looks at you. Holds out a hand to Micah. Good game.
Okay.
And to you as well. To Kima.
And then real quick, I also glance at the lady in the stands who caught my attention earlier.
I will get to her in just a second. The last thing you see with your 18 from Arcus is she seems like she doesn't seem like she was trying to intimidate you by coming up. It seems like there was an aspect of that where she's just fucking big and like bulky. She does seem like she is frustrated, but is trying to put a good claw forward. She kind of walks off with this very, like, trying to hype herself back up kind of quality about her. So she doesn't seem like she's pissed at you. Maybe slightly annoyed, but but you get the impression it might be like, you knocked her out, like, whatever.
Yeah.
But she's trying to be a good sport about it. Crucially.
Her friends are more assholes than she is.
You look up at the woman in the armor, and she just kind of appears to be. She's chatting with one of the other humans that's there. It doesn't look like from the. Go ahead and give me an insight check on her as well.
Okay. Worse, but not much worse. 16.
16. Okay. You get the impression she's kind of watching you, but like not intently. She's watching like everybody. And just kind of chatting idly with one of the other human contestants. Doesn't seem to take any kind of particular notice to you.
Amazing. Good game, everyone.
You guys head back up to the bleachers, and chill for a little while you watch some of the other bouts go down. You see a few different people catch your eye aside from Arkasinde and Kuri. You hear there is in one of the bouts there is a tiger tabaxi man who is called up by the name Ashraf. Ashraf, let me get you a picture of him. Ashraf seems very gracious about like everything that he does. He seems very calm and very kind and very quiet. He is fast and agile as a fighter. He appears to be fighting with very powerful radiant magics, and when he casts a spell, his stripes glow golden.
Cool.
Neat.
Another person that you see come up eventually is this human woman. To your question, Leslie, seems more like a spellcaster than like a martial kind of character. The woman comes up. This person in the armor, she's called up by the name Fatima. She immediately puts herself on the front lines without a second thought, putting herself between the enemy team and her allies, with both her shield and her convictions, frankly. She seems like she does have some healing abilities. And go ahead and Kima and June, you can roll me a history check. There is a symbol on her shield that you may recognize. So here, for reasons that I'm sure are not news to you, you would not know.
Oh.
June rolled a nat 1.
Okay, yeah, you have no idea.
My man. Doing his stitching.
That's a 9 for Kima.
A 9, yeah, you haven't. It's wherever. It's probably the symbol of some town, but it's probably outside of your like normal radius, so you don't really know.
So only Micah knows the strange woman symbol that he's concerned about.
As well it should be. You see another man, a human man, step up. He's obviously dressed sort of like a little similar to Sahir. He's got like most of his body covered. He is silent. You don't think you hear him say a fucking word the whole time. But he is a deadly fighter. He seems to wield this kind of strange magic that empowers both himself and his allies. And he is called up by the name Imam. And he carries a glaive.
These designs slap, Krista. I need you to know.
Thank you. I'm glad you like them. I had a lot of fun making them. I love all these characters so much. Another person that you see is a gnoll who comes up. He's a male gnoll. He seems like he's like just at the far end of teenagehood for a gnoll. He fights like a demon. He is incredibly resourceful and doesn't seem to really care about like the niceties of courteous combat. You watch him use like anything and everything to his advantage, like pocket sand kind of level, like whatever. Even like he doesn't seem to give a shit about the risk of being called a cheater. He's willing to like go to the mat. And he is called up by the name Tegama. Get him second. He also does appear to be capable of some minor magic. But that doesn't seem like that's his like forte. And then last but not least, just a second, I'm going to pull up his Hero Forge here at the time. You see each of the tieflings go up in turn. Sometimes they go together, sometimes it's just one of them at a time. And one of them you do see come up that really catches your attention. Seems, as far as you can tell, like the sort of leader of this small group of tieflings, just from the way that they all regard him. They all seem like they're very supportive of him. And like looking to him for for answers to things. He seems quiet, and it seems like he fights with the determination of someone that has something to prove. But the intensity of his arcane power is tempered by the fact that he clearly does not fully understand how to properly wield it yet. His name is Zolta. Eventually, the pickup fights conclude, and you guys are now able to sort of everybody starts mingling and like calling each other up and like talking about, hey, I saw you do this really cool thing. You know, you're looking for another team member. You're looking for another member on your team, or do you want to join our team? And you know, like people are starting to mingle to try to scout each other out and try to, build teams. Above the table, I will tell you that if you want, and this is not a requirement, this is like 100% up to you, you guys can ask for one of these 7 characters that I've just posted to join your team. That's not a guarantee that they will say yes, but you can bring in an NPC into your team if you want to. You do not have to.
I would prefer to keep it just us, but if everyone else wants to bring one on, then I'm open to that.
That is so much responsibility to put on me in session 1.
Keep it just us.
I also want to keep it just us.
Sure. That's totally fine.
Human squad. Well, maybe all humans. So here's on weird ice.
Whoa, racism.
In that case,
Microaggression.
That's a serious microaggression right there.
In that case, you watch a few different teams sort of fill out. You obviously have your team. There are a total of 9 other teams, 10 total including yours, that end up signing up and forming. One of those teams is Arcasinde with 2 other chromatic dragonborn.
Yup.
They also, you watch, Arcus has a kind of quiet discussion. She like pulls Ashraf aside, this tiger tabaxi, and they have some kind of discussion. You can give me an insight check on that discussion if you want.
I want to insight check that so hard.
I'm nosy. I'm a nosy bitch. Ow.
Definitely.
That was a nat 1.
Can I get the help action from Dice by having her go over and I switch to like using her ears instead?
Sure, yeah, that's great. I love that. That's a great
I
idea.
rolled a 17.
Okay,
I got a 19.
19, okay.
14 even with advantage. Not very good.
She can't really find a good perch, I think is the problem. And you just don't really get a lot of good information. June and Sahir, however, you both kind of see, just from the body language, you can tell that Arcus comes up very confident, and extends a hand, and they have this conversation. You can't hear what they're saying, but just from like the body language, you can see that Ashraf seems a little bit, not on edge or nervous, but hesitant. And they have some discussion, and Arcus seems very emphatic about stuff. There's a lot of gesture of like between herself and Ashraf, like over and over again. And finally, after what looks like some convincing, he shakes her hand and joins their team. He still doesn't seem like 100% satisfied with it, but is going with it because of something that she said. You see that Fatima ends up joining in with a team that consists of Kudi, the Aarakocra, another Aarakocra that appears to look like a cassowary, and that crocodilian Kadali that you saw earlier. The Tagama, the gnoll, ends up approaching Imam, the human, and they have a discussion. It's a very short discussion, and it ends with Imam ending up joining the team as the only human on their team. It is 3 male gnolls and Imam on their team.
I think Kima would clock that and like, squinty eyes.
Sure. And then lastly, you see that there is a team of tieflings. The tieflings stick together. They seem to have some kind of discussion, and that discussion ends with them being like, with that last shot is not doing so hot, and they want to make sure that he's taken care of. And so they're like, why don't you sit this one out? We'll do it. And he's like, he seems bummed, but agrees. So it is Zolta, and then what looks like a sort of brown skin, non-binary tiefling, what's it called? A tiefling with like bright yellow skin, or like not even bright, like a warm yellow skin, like a candle, and then a tiefling with black skin, like jet black skin. There are some other teams as well, but those are the ones that you like specifically clock as seeming like they have some important stuff going on there. Once you guys, what's this? Eventually, at some point, I assume you guys decide concretely, this is it. We're gonna be the team. You have a discussion about your team name. How does that go down?
We should be called Linkin Park.
Oh my god.
like the music people?
Yeah, they have really good music. We should totally steal their name.
Yeah, they just came
I
back recently with a new lead singer who's really good.
I feel like that will get us in trouble, or maybe we'll only get the people will think that we're copiers with no original ideas.
Okay, you got me with that last bit. The first bit I was gonna be like, so, but the last, alright, yeah.
We could be called the birds. I have a bird. You have a bird. You do not have a bird, and you do not have a bird. Half bird.
Chicken nuggets. Go chicken
I
nuggets.
do not wish to be called chicken nugget.
Half birds.
Not sure I like the half birds.
You made them take a dust nap. I am covered in dust. You are covered in dust. You, June, look.
Oh, I can get him covered in dust. Hold on. He was gonna kick dust onto June.
I run. I'm kidding, I don't run, but I will like try and inch away from the dust kicking.
Ah, see, there's the name. You walked away from the dust. We shall be the walkers away from dust.
Well,
Walk
I like where you're
away
going.
from dust?
I like where you're going. Maybe not that specifically. Like have.
The dust adventurers.
I love that
We
I'm putting you
gotta
guys
have-
through this because we already know
We
what the name
gotta
is.
have we gotta have Micah be the one who decides it, because he's the one who sees the future, which means he already knows what it is.
I love
It's
that
a
idea.
self-fulfilling prophecy.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Here's my suggestion. He looks off into the distance dramatically and says, "Dustwalkers," in a soft voice, and everyone's like, "That's stupid."
The June music plays in the background.
Yes, Dustwalkers. And then, like, everyone's like, "No, that's dumb," except for it keeps coming back. Except for fucking Sticks.
Micah sits back and she goes, "Alright, how about this? I've got a good feeling about this in my gut, and I've been told that my gut feelings are always to be listened to. On account of the fact that they're always right. How about the Dustwalkers has of the dust thing from Sahir, and then also, we're gonna have to fucking walk around a lot.
I mean, I already do. Did you not have to walk around a lot? I like the name. I'm just saying. I was already walking a lot. Did you not have to walk a lot?
Of course.
Isn't
not
that not a
have a
reason
horse?
to pick the name?
No. I didn't have a horse. I had a boat. What are you talking about?
Because we're
No
walking a
one-
lot. You said I'm already walking a lot, so why would I call myself a walker?
No, I like the name. I'm just saying, like, I don't know why that specifically was the reasoning for walking. I like the name. We can leave it at that.
It reminds me of the dust to dust, which may be a good political warmer up. Never mind.
Did you know
no one
the human
here
body is
no one
actually?
here.
Oh, sorry.
Wait.
No, I want to
Micah,
hear
I
the
am
fun fact.
fascinated. No one here needs a wheelchair, right? Like no mobility issues.
No.
What
Okay.
is a wheelchair?
It's what it
It's
sounds like.
a chair, but with wheels on it.
I need one of those.
You do?
Okay.
This sounds cool as hell.
Oh my god,
Sorry, Micah. What was your cool fact?
Oh, my cool fact is that there's over 9 ounces of salt in the human body. Did you know that? That's sort of like dust. So human beings were like little walking dust, if you think about it. And then one day we'll die, and decay away into nothing. And even the eternal soul ends one day. So hooray!
What is your thing with salt?
Talking to Curry?
Extremely valuable. And we're made of it. And yeah.
Have you been sharing fun facts with Curry?
We did a bit actually.
That makes a lot more sense. Oh boy. Alright, well, Dustwalkers, yes. Yay, nay. Cool, I heard no nays, so sounds like we're going with it.
That works for me. The marmalade shut up.
Holy shit. Cool. You guys go up to the registration desk, and submit your name. 9 other teams submit their names as well. There are a few people who end up leaving because they either can't join a team or it just doesn't end up working out for them. Like there's not enough people basically, to do it. But all in all, there ends up being about 10 teams, yourselves included. Once that hour is up, that hour time limit that they give you, they gather everybody back into the into the arena area. Girls, you be nice to each other. Robin Sherbatsky. She does not want to play with you right now. No. Stop it.
Wobbin.
Get her ass.
She keeps going after Salamander because she wants to play and Salamander does not want to. Mr. Apaza gathers everybody together. You all kind of smush into the arena or up onto the bleachers. And you can see that with Mr. Apaza are several different, very official-looking people that are wearing the Turniad crest. And he says, right, so when you eventually qualify for the competition, you will have your very own liaison and your very own healer. However, for the purposes of today, since there are so many of you, you will be temporarily, just for today, sharing a liaison, who will ensure that you arrive to the qualifier on time, and we will assign them out now. When you hear your team name called, please step forward. They go through several different groups of this. People are assigned off. And finally, your team is called, along with a team that is composed, it's a group of metallic dragonborn. It seems like the group that was kind of arguing earlier with Arcasinde. They also don't seem particularly it's not that they're unfriendly, they just seem a little pompous. The whole group of them. Mr. Apaza calls up all of you and says, right, you are assigned to liaison Hazik Puduankas. And you see this Aarakocra step forward. He looks like this.
Hazik.
Hazik.
We're about
Hazik.
to raise Hazik.
How's like my beloved?
Yeah, baby.
So, but I need you to understand what he really looks like. Because Hero Forge does not do him justice compared to what he actually looks like.
Oh,
He is beautiful, and I adore him.
I love him.
choose to canonically believe that Tom's is canonical.
You Hazek kind of steps up and says, yes, well, it's very lovely to meet you. If you'll follow me, I will bring you down to the chambers below the Colosseum, where you will be able to rest and relax and recuperate in time for the main event later on. Yes, if you'll follow me, yes, come follow. And he will kind of guide you along outside of the smaller arena and into a sort of a back door into the much larger arena off to the side. As he kind of guides you down some tunnels below the main Colosseum, he kind of explains a couple of things to both of you. He's like walking backwards and occasionally bumping into people. And that's very sorry. Yes, I apologize. So welcome to the Torniad. I hope that all of you do very well. Do you have any questions for me as we go down? I am your liaison, so I will be assisting you throughout, hopefully throughout the entire competition. If you end up qualifying, then I will be one of your two teams' liaisons. Or if you qualify, I might end up being assigned to the other, and then you'll get someone else. But hopefully, I'll be your liaison. And my job is to help to communicate between yourselves and the other officials of the Torniad to ensure that you are that you receive the proper accommodations when you arrive to the location of the next challenge, and to ensure that you arrive on time to the various challenges, as they tend to take place in different places. So, and no, also to answer any questions you might have, and to provide you with certain supplies such as potions and things of that nature. Is there any questions that I can
What
answer
happens if we are late?
if you are late, then you forfeit the match. So don't be late.
How do we win?
Well, that depends. The events can be all kinds of things. Sometimes they are
No, not
puzzles.
the specific event. The Dorniad. How do we win?
Oh, what you there are various different events, and if you score very well in those events, or if you come out triumphant, if it's a sort of player versus player match, as they call it, then in that case you would move on to the next round. In each round, one of the teams is eliminated, and the final round is just the two. And whoever comes out triumphant at the end of that is the winner, crowned the winner. There is a big prize at the end, and fame and fortune and the whole thing. It's really fantastic. He's like very excited about this.
How long does the Torniad take?
Usually a couple of months. Every task is about 2 weeks apart. To give you plenty of time to not only get to the destination, because they are all in different places around the kingdom, but also to settle in and to prepare yourselves for the task ahead of time.
Hello.
Yes,
June. Must we provide our own food and shelter and travel, or is that a part of the accommodation?
that is a fantastic question. So the way that it will work is that you will be given a stipend when you complete a task that will allow you to move forward. Beyond that, it's up to your discretion how you spend that stipend in terms of lodging or food or travel accommodations.
I'm gonna remember everything Kima has said so far about money, and say, is that given to one party member or split evenly?
Oh, it is split. Well, I
Wonderful.
suppose it really just depends on how you want to manage it. I could also manage it for you. As your liaison, one of the things that I am able to do is take those funds that you are provided, and then I can sort of function as your assistant to set up all of the accommodations in your stead. It's up to you. I certainly don't have to if that's not.
I just want my money, and I'll find my own lodging.
Certainly, yes. As long as you are able to get there on time, then that is completely fine.
Yeah.
I should say it is a small stipend, so it's not an exorbitant fee, but it is still something. You will be able
Are
to
we
be
allowed to get money from other places while we are participating in the Torniad?
Yes, certainly. People have jobs beyond the Torniad itself, so certainly. I mean, absolutely.
What if we are called away on an important work trip while participating in the Torniad?
Are you planning on going somewhere?
No, but sometimes. Things happen.
You're part of the crew now. You can't just leave.
Well, let's say that if you are called away, then I would advise that you, at the very least, ensure that you are able to arrive to the designated location on time for the next task, or you will, I mean, if it is all of you who do not arrive in time for the task, then you will be disqualified. If one of you simply doesn't attend the task, then your team can still compete, but they will, of course, be competing at a disadvantage because one of you will not be there. You can absolutely inside checks here in Kima.
Sure.
Sure.
Sitting here like is to hear asking this question because he genuinely doesn't understand her because he needs to go somewhere, and that's a 6. So I take that to mean that June has no idea what's going on. And then can I insight Kima about the you can't leave? And that's a 22.
What specifically are you looking for in that?
About the you're the crew, you can't leave. If Kima has like deep-seated attachment something where if someone goes missing, Kima's gonna take it really badly.
I wouldn't say really badly, but there definitely is kind of like an indignant, like, you can't leave. We're a team, dude. Stick
Okay, cool.
together. Birds of a feather.
Okay, cool.
Right. Yes.
You hate birds.
Yes. Sorry, it's a little joke. But yes. Of course. So, where we're going now, is of course we want everyone to be able to be ready to put their best foot forward for the qualifier. So between now and the opening ceremonies this afternoon, you will have the opportunity to rest, relax, recuperate, and prepare yourselves in our in the spa below the Coliseum. We have eating chambers, we have saunas, meditation rooms, a place to eat, drink, socialize, all of these things. And should you require, he starts like rummaging through his the folds of his robes for a second. Should you require any specific healing services, you also have been assigned a dedicated healer. Let's see here. He kind of pulls out this envelope, small folded thing. He says, "It looks like the healer for your teams is his feathers visibly poof up, and his pupils like pin with shock." And he kind of stares at it for a minute.
Is our healer dead?
Like, well,
Is our healer alive?
Yeah, what's up?
No. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. I'm sure she's a fantastic healer. It's just, between you and me, he kind of leans in conspiratorially, but he's still talking relatively loud. She's a bit of a, how can I put this delicately? She's a bit of a controversial choice. Is I'm sure it'll be fine. She's probably a fantastic healer, so I'm sure it's fine. If you follow me.
What?
What's the healer's name?
As you say this, he kind of opens up the doors into this spa area, and you see standing there waiting for you is a very proper looking dragonborn with gleaming golden scales. She and by Patrick's reaction, you're pretty sure this is the person that he was just talking about, because he's like startles as he opens the door. She looks at all of you very calmly, greets you with a pleasant smile, and says, "A pleasure to meet you. My name is Ezra Stikozu Melija. You may call me Ezra. I will be your healer for this afternoon and hopefully for the duration of your participation in the tournament. It is a pleasure to serve," and she bows. "Please, if I can be of assistance to you in any way, do not hesitate to inform me. My skills are at your disposal."
There's a question for the DM.
Sure.
Can we all roll history to see if we know why
Yeah.
she's a controversial take?
Mm-hmm. Like, do I recognize the name at all, or?
I'm sitting here like, are you a high priest on the other side of the game?
Can you put the spelling?
Ezra Stikozu Melija, yes.
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 And
I need to tell you that when I made her name originally, I made it deliberately long and hard to pronounce. Because I wanted her to have
It's a
you may call
classic.
me Ezra instead.
and we were sorry, we agreed history? Yeah, history, okay.
Yes.
Ooh.
Also, Kima would absolutely. Actually, no, not yet, because I don't know if we actually will know anything about this person, so I won't say anything yet. Her story.
Amazing. Okay. that tracks. Sahir wouldn't fucking know. Okay, we'll start from the bottom. With a 14, June the name would sound familiar, but I don't think you would know anything beyond that. It's something that was in your periphery and you're like grasping at straws because it was never something that was like your immediate purview. So you didn't like look into it and now you're cursing yourself because shit, I should have looked into this. Honestly, I think that with a 17 and a 19, Micah and Kima have a sort of similar understanding of this person. I don't think you would have just heard like a rumor that you're now putting like a face to the name. You would know that there was some controversy a couple of years ago because the Talon ship, Talon, of the Mad Queen in Crossroad was up for grabs. The previous Talon had essentially retired, was just not fit to continue on that path, and was there was a group of lower priests of the Mad Queen who were being considered to become the next Talon. You would know that there was something happened and like the person that was the preferred choice ended up not getting selected. And because like they went on some kind of like vision quest or walkabout or something like that and came back and decided that they didn't want to be the Talon anymore. And you'd never really like I'll let you decide like how much you would have given a shit about that, individually. But you put the face to the name and you realize this is that person. This is somebody who was up for the Talonship and ended up declining. I would say that with a 19 and a 17, you would also know that this person declining the Talonship resulted in Arkasinde becoming the Talon.
How do the metallic dragonborn react to Ezra?
They bristle and seem to just go walk past her into the spa. They don't acknowledge her.
Does that seem like a reaction to you could have been a metallic dragonborn in a position of high power, but because you decided to pansy out of the position, now we have to deal with this chromatic dragonborn in the talent position?
I would say with a 5 insight. Oh no,
that
you
was
did
a
it.
history check. You want me to
history,
roll
never
an
mind.
insight
Yeah,
check?
give me an insight check. Yeah.
24.
24.
I don't know shit.
I think with a 24, no, it's something else.
Oh,
you think
okay,
it's decidedly not that. You think there is something deeper going on there, some other reason why they're looking at her like she's not worth their time anymore.
Interesting.
For her part, she doesn't acknowledge them. She sees beyond like she gives them a pleasant bow as well, but then turns back to you guys because you have not actively walked away from her.
What's up?
Nice to meet you.
Kima.
Pleasure to meet you.
June, well met.
She seems very demure and polite as she kind of gives you a little nod.
Very
whenever
mindful.
Thinking.
Fuck.
Damn it. I knew as soon as I said it. Oh, fuck. She also, to be clear, like, she's not standing there, like, expectantly. She's just kind of off to the side. Just kind of ready to be of service if she needs to be. As it kind of Well, fantastic. If you would like, you may head out into the spa to do whatever you would like. You may also, of course, mingle with any of the other teams if you wish to speak with anyone or get to know anyone, because you will presumably be in their proximity and working against and with them in for the next couple of months. So it could be beneficial to get to know them a little well and to potentially make friends or not. It's up to you. Yes, and I will come collect you a little while before the, I would say, a good half hour before the competition is due to start, the qualifying rounds, and then we will go on and have a good time. So yeah, we will go ahead and pick up right around there as you guys disperse into the spa.
Woo!
Amazing.
You guys are also
Woo!
welcome to, if you want to. I've just set up the roleplay chats. If you want to roleplay with each other in there, you are more than welcome to do so. You are also welcome to go into the NPC chat or the general chat and like pull in the NPCs if you want to talk to anybody specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Intriguing.
We'll pick up next time.
Yee, this was fun, Krista.
I'm glad you liked it.
I'm excited.
Yay! It's very good, thank you.
Yee.
I'm glad.
So suspicious of all these people.
I know. There's a couple of them off the top of my head that I know you're gonna be suspicious.
I don't know what you're talking about. They seem fine for the most part. I'm sure it's fine.